don't know, now you know. You better get yourself in the flow. And if you don't think that you can, you better find Rob Rant. The Rob Rant Show. The Rob Rant Show. And if you don't know, now you know. The Rob Rant Show. The Rob Rant Show. And if you don't know, now you know.
It's the Rob's Rant Show with your host, Rob Bell.
This is Rob Bell. And this is Rob's Rant. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Rob's Rant Show. You know, as I'm sitting here doing some work, I get a text from Rochester, New York that says Mayor Lovely Warren is declaring the city into a state of emergency. What? They had, I believe, 70 homicides this year, and that's up 10 from last year. And she's declaring the city into a state of emergency. Not that I don't applaud that, I certainly do. But as the mayor of Rochester, she recognizes that her city is slowly but surely getting out of hand with shootings and homicides. And so she went to the governor and asked him for assistance to help declare her city into a state of emergency. Rochester is not even nowhere near the size of Philadelphia, and she is doing that, has the wherewithal to do that. Mayor Kenny, what the F are you doing? You have 470 plus homicides in the city of Philadelphia and has not even attempted to declare the city of Philadelphia into a state of emergency. I've been calling for it for the last month on all of the platforms. My Rob's Rant Show, the Agent for Change Network, and it's falling on deaf ears. Somebody even had the nerve to tell me that if I do that and it happens, there's going to be violence when the people go down to City Hall and demand that the mayor call the city into a state of emergency. You mean to tell me we can't get people to protest in front of City Hall? And I asked for a 1 million citizen march to protest in front of City Hall to demand, not ask, demand that the mayor declare the city into a state of emergency. They're killing people by the droves in Philadelphia. And if it continues on the path that it's on right now, you're going to certainly exceed the 499 homicides that you had last year. Easy. You may get 550. And you're sitting back on your hands and doing nothing about this. When you got a small city mayor in upstate Western New York that has the wherewithal to get in touch with the state of New York's governor and ask for a state of emergency in her city so it doesn't get out of hand. That bothers me to no end. It really bothers me because I used to live in Rochester, New York. I was a police officer in Rochester, New York. My kids were born in Rochester, New York. I got friends still living there. I got kids still living there in Rochester, New York. And so I think about them on a continuum. And I'm glad that Mayor Warren had the kahunas to declare the city into a state of emergency. I got family in Philadelphia. I got friends in Philadelphia who are terrified to walk out of their doors because of the fear of possibly getting shot. And I got a mayor of the 6th largest city in the United States that won't even have the kahunas to declare the city of Philadelphia into a state of emergency, which means you just get assistance from possibly the National Guard, the state police, the sheriff's department, and any other local law enforcement agency that can assist you with squashing this. Why won't you do it? Are you scared? Are you worried about your legacy? Are you in a financial situation with somebody where if you do that, it's going to hurt them? What is it? I'm puzzled. And I've always said, to declare a city into a state of emergency is something that most cities won't do because it sets a precedent. And here I got a city that does it. Not only a city that does it, a city that I used to work in, a city I lived in, a city my children are living in right now. And Philadelphia is the city I grew up in, and I talk about it in nauseam about how we have to stop the violence in that city. There's just a cloud of lawlessness in the city, and the beat goes on. Me and my brother talk about this almost on a daily basis, and he predicts when he talks about me that before I go to bed on the night that we talk, there will be a homicide. And God damn it, he's been right every time. I don't understand why he won't do it. Maybe he can take the lead of Mayor Lovely Warren and declare Philly into a state of emergency. Do it! Do it now! This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant.